Deputy President Paul Mashatile will give the keynote address at the official Youth Day commemorative event in Polokwane. The country marks 48 years since the June 16 Soweto Youth Uprising. Thousands of students protested against the government's plans to impose the Afrikaans language as a medium of instruction in schools for black students. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala joins me now live from there. Good morning, Nqobile. What can we expect from today's proceedings?
Good morning, Mr. Chaba. Yes, the Deputy President is expected to deliver that keynote address, but he will not be alone. We know that the Minister of Sports, Art and Culture, Deputy Minister, is going to be here as well as the Deputy Minister for Women. And we know that this becomes very vital because they are also going to be doing the walk, which we understand started at about 7 o'clock, a 5-kilometer walk, which is part of the celebrations today. I want to show you what's happening here in the field where we are at the moment. You will see that there's a lot of setups that are currently taking place. The government has got quite a lot of hubs that are coming in here to speak to the young people, and a lot of questions obviously around businesses, ensuring that people are safety, as also as just making sure that the celebrations also remember the importance of this place. You will remember that Peter Mugaba, which would be the stadium is named against, is also a youth leader and the first ANC Youth League president. So this becomes very iconic because there's also a celebration and remembrance of the sort of work that he had done here in Polokwane, and being his home not quite far where we are standing. But of course, as people come in to celebrate and commemorate this day, they also need to be safe. So I'm going to bring in now the SAPS to speak to us about the importance of that. And I can imagine that security is tight today.
Most certainly, and good morning to your viewers. Yes, we can confirm that as the police, as you could see, we've been hard at work starting from very early in the morning to ensure that in terms of security, the event is delivered without any incident. So, as I said, we have got quite a number of, units from SAPS, and then coupled with transport, private security, all other relevant stakeholders are here to make sure that in terms of security we are very much covered. And the other thing that we needed to request is for the people to come on time in order to avoid a situation where, because as and when you arrive here, it will be expected that in terms of security, there will be certain protocols that need to be followed in order to ensure that we don't have people coming in here with illegal objects. For example, we don't want firearms, we don't want beer inside the stadium. So we are just calling upon people to arrive on time so that everything runs smoothly.
And of course, that means that there are certain things that you are looking for to ensure that it does not take place here. Can you perhaps give us an idea what SAPS is looking out for?
Yes, this plan, it actually took, we have been planning for quite some time. So we have been to make sure that we are not going to experience any kind of crime in general. Remember, in an event like this, you may expect that there could be some criminal elements who can come and try to break into other people's cars and so on and so on. The other thing is, let's make sure that we don't leave our cars unlocked. That is number one. Number two, we don't put in valuable stuff where everyone can be able to see them. But safe to say, let people just make sure that we don't bring along your firearms, don't bring along beers, just be here on time so that we can follow all those protocols. But security-wise, in and around the area, the area it's well covered in terms of security, and also there are some routes which are actually closed coming to this particular area, but then the motorists will actually be redirected accordingly.
All right, thank you very much for speaking to us. That is SAPS in Limpopo. Speaking to us, of course, about the importance of safety as the event is expected to start at about 11 o'clock because, of course, they are starting with that walk. We understand that this is important for Polokwane also to be able to celebrate alongside all South Africans about that 1976 Soweto Uprising that saw young people stand against what they did not believe in. But the question, Masachaba, is really whether or not the struggle of education does continue. And even yesterday when we were having those conversations with people in Soweto, they were concerned about the quality of education. So we'll hear what the young people will say when they come here.
Thank you very much, Nqobile. That was, of course, Nqobile Madlala, Newzroom Afrika reporter, coming to us live from Limpopo, where the National Youth Day events will be taking place, where Deputy President Paul Mashatile is expected to give a keynote address.